And there is a deep calm that begins to settle in like a mist, gently moving and weaving with various vibrations, coming in with mission and purpose. This is the higher peace that holds compassion and unconditional love. And so it moves and it goes into the direction, into the frequency band, the children of light upon the earth who have not forgotten, moving into the resonant field of the higher heart that's encapsulated by those who have come to say, I am here and I remember. And so this sacred mist, the physical body begins to inhale. And like a fine mist, we see that it holds rainbow codes of different colors, colors of this world and beyond this world. It holds its own frequency. And as it begins to circulate through the breath into the physical body, it moves, for it cannot be contained. And it moves throughout the nervous system and all the biological systems with mission and purpose. It moves through the circulatory system as the heart beats out the crystalline matrices within the blood. And this mist of divine codes moves in, through, and around every part and crevice of the biological body. With this sacred peace, the higher peace that comes from the higher Absolute world, that has been summoned by the hearts of so many that wish to bring love and peace and all of the derivatives of those upon this world. It is indeed this signaling, this heart's dreaming, this intention, this gathering that has brought forth this mist. Just as the mist of Avalon and the mist of many, many worlds, it is a mist that brings forth a new creation. It is a mist that brings forth a new Genesis. And this mist that comes here now is a mist of new opportunities, a mist of new generations, a mist of new creations. With each and every sacred in-breath and out-breath, this sacred mist holding divine sacred codes, as you can imagine and see the mist of clouds in upper worlds, beyond the firmament, into higher dimensional worlds, upon the throne worlds, the worlds of the great crystallines and the worlds of Shambhala, of perfect peace. And as we inhale, we connect through the heart and the mind, for we sense and feel that something important, magnificent is about to happen. And in this mist, as we begin to observe it both within ourselves and outside of ourselves, we understand that this mist has an intelligence. This mist holds a grace. It holds a mission, and it holds a purpose. And so it meanders in, through, and around us. Every cell in our body is affected and effected by its presence. and it brings a calming and peaceful energetic that the physical body surrenders to this love, this embrace, and begins to feel and sense this loving presence. It is sentient and it is palpable and it embraces all parts of our being. We can sense that it is specific and it comes to us individually and as a collective, almost wrapping as being into a cosmic womb where there is peace and safety, perfect balance and harmony, and the emanation of love that is undescribable. And so we simply know that we are to breathe this sacred gift, knowing that each and every inhalation and exhalation is a sacred sacrament. It's a blessing, not only to us, but also we hold the frequency of the great Earth Mother. And so our breath becomes her breath, as her breath becomes our breath. And this mist continues to flow and move unencumbered by the children of light upon the earth who breathe this mist into the sacred earth, who become the sacred and holy containers for the upper worlds and the Amishadai, the family of lights, converging into this one singularity to bring forth this grace of peace that brings with it profound healing, that brings with it purification, that brings with it the perfect balance from the most minuscule of the micro to the greatest macro, the perfect balance of divine feminine and divine masculine, the perfect balance of heaven and earth, the perfect balance of the in-breath and the out-breath. And it is in this mist, for this profound peace, to bring forth the balance of the multiverse, of all new creations, of all possibilities, the breath of the children of light upon the earth who have not forgotten, who open their hearts to eternal peace, who open their hearts as the sacred container of unconditional love and hold this dynamic in presence in this eternal now, allowing this grace to flow beyond us into the great ethers of the sacred earth, moving into the very crevices, byways and always within the sacred planet, within the sacred earth mother, moving this mist uninterruptible, flowing gracefully with mission and purpose into the cavities, into all the crystalline matrices, moving into the root systems of the great plant kingdom, moving into all consciousness that is within the earth and upon the earth, moving into the crystal core of Earth Mother, surrounding her temple of light. To all the guardians, it moves, it touches, it blesses, it remembers. It moves beyond the sacred earth as the children of light upon the earth continue to breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath of this peace, moving the mist in all directions, consuming all in the consciousness of the children of light, moving, integrating into the higher levels of the Mi Shaddai, the family of light, creating one unified, organic consciousness, embodying perfect balance and anchored peace, moving it into all the reaches, deep into the cosmic water, deep into the great remembering, deep into the Ancient of Days, deep into the Eden tree, flowing, indestructible, moving as the waters upon the earth and the waters upon the cosmos. And in this flow is the higher codings, the activations, the higher branches of the flower of light. As the flower of light and the great Eden tree begin to integrate, make its presence known into the mist, filtered, integrated, and moving. And the children of light breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath. And it is in the in-breath and the out-breath that great and new creations are formed. And in these new creations, it is the creations of the Ein Sof or light, the true light, the limitless light. In these new creations, it is the frequency of the higher heart of compassion and unconditional love. It holds the frequency of the Adam Kadmon, the divine human. Remembering it holds the image and the similitude of the Most High Creator. And we simply breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath, allowing the meandering and the movement of this energetic in the form of this mist of grace, flowing out from the sacred earth, moving out into the solar system, moving out into the celestial bodies that move around the great sun of Helios Vesta, the great celestial bodies from the past, the present, and the engulfed in this mist of remembering, of reckoning, of understanding, moving into the great sun of Helios Vesta, breathing the new earth, breathing the new Eden tree, breathing the new galaxies to be formed, breathing new creations in the micro and in the macro at once. Continue to breathe. You will begin to feel any sensations in the physical body. Simply be the observer, simply allowing this grace to continue to move in, through, and around you, knowing that you are surrounded and held by the most radiant ones whose presence is profound and here, grounded and powerful, surrounding you, holding you, buoying you up as you do this sacred and most benevolent service to the cosmos. And you simply breathe. Remove any restrictions, any limitations to rise into the fullness of your capacity and who you are. As you hold your positions among the great radiant one, even as your physical body continues to breathe the sacred in-breath and the sacred out-breath, the multiple versions of yourself all come into this great alignment. And the radiance of who you are in the highest aspects is like a supernova in its brilliance and its light. And so this mist is amplified and extended beyond measure, moving, propelled by the in-breath and out-breath of the children of light upon the earth who have not forgotten. And this propulsion that moves is indeed the movement and presence of the Holy Spirit, the Holy Shekinah Esh, moving through the children of light upon the earth who have not forgotten. We acknowledge all the radiant ones that are there by us. Many are holding our hands, or they are touching our shoulders in the physical body. Some may be able to sense and feel it. We simply breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath. We hold our positions a few more moments, breathing the sacred in-breath and out-breath. We can see in our spiritual eye that this mist has gone beyond our local solar system, has moved into the great suns that evolve and revolve around the great Hunanku, the great Milky Way. We are grateful for the healing that has taken place. We are grateful for the balance that has been restored. We are grateful for the higher peace to anchor not only into the earth, but into the universe, bringing in the divine plan, moving through the mist of the Holy Spirit. Abanatu Shambhala, Abanatu Shambhala, Abanatu Shambhala. And as we would stay here seemingly forever, in this moment, in this time that has gone beyond space and time, we know that the return is upon us, for there's much to do. With gratefulness in our own rejuvenation of body, mind, and spirit, we know that we are now to draw in our electromagnetic field as all those radiant ones from all levels and expressions of creation begin to draw in their electromagnetic field, allowing us to become more focused and grounded into our physical presence. And easily but methodically, we pull in our energies as great archangels, radiant ones, masters, elementals, crystalline forces, paradise world begin to draw in theirs. And we prepare ourselves to be back and fully integrated into our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies. On the count of 3, we'll be prepared to be back, awake, alert, and very, very grounded. 1, 2, take a deep breath in, and 3. We are back, awake, alert, and we are grounded.